would say it's harder to be a girl.
Girl.
I definitely think girls have it harder.
Guys, for sure.
Guys.
You have a hard life when you stay in the kitchen.
Guys, I think.
It is harder to be a guy.
For me, it's guys because I'm Korean and we all have a duty for going army. But like age 20, so it should be guys. My case.
And second of all, what about also like if we're talking on the international scale, kind of like the woman's role. The guy, supposedly works, and then brings home money or whatever. But the wife has so many responsibilities, even if she's just at home. Between taking care of the house, there's so many different things that factor into that. Taking care of the kids, cleaning, cooking, taking care of in-laws if there are any.
I don't know. I'd say both have unique challenges. I would say a girl, but I haven't really experienced being a guy. I would say right now that it's probably harder for women because society tells you that if you want to be successful in business, you also have to be decent, like a decent homemaker or mother. You can't just be one or the other. You kind of have to be both. When we gained the workforce, we didn't automatically share responsibilities with men. Now we do both.
Maximus and Gladiator. It's just watch the movie.
I think I have a success career and have a nice family. I mean, just family and career. I think that's it.
Okay. So I guess ideally, my ideal man, very strong. I guess pretty well balanced, very kind and generous, but also very assertive when he needs to be. Not lay down wimpy.
I'm thinking more along the lines of like a Renaissance man kind of thing. I think that someone who's well-rounded in a lot of areas, it's kind of the same idea as the whole liberal arts education. To make kind of an ideal person is to have a vast knowledge of a lot of different things, being able to do a lot of different things. So, and personality-wise, you'd be encompassing, being nice, generous, but also being strong and also having your own opinion.
You gotta have big muscles.
Muscles.
Great personality.
Great personality, yeah.
Kinda hairy, not too hairy though.
Smart. Funny. Scott.
Strong.
Perfect man. According to the media, perfect man is buff, pretty decently intelligent, tan probably, rough, works with his hands or good in business, one or the other, rich, makes a lot of money, can afford the nicer things in life.
If you answer it on kind of like an international level, when I say international, I mean Indian because that's what I know. But in India, the husband kind of goes out to works, brings home money. He's kind of like the boss in the household, but he's kind of like the head of the household. But the wife gets to she's like the neck. You know what I'm saying? So she can manipulate him maybe. But anyway. In India at least, the guy is the breadwinner, the boss, and everyone who has problems kind of comes to him. I definitely think he is supposed to be supportive to a woman, kind of wherever she has faults, be able to make up for that.
I would say like a businesswoman, like someone who works for herself, independent, but also performs all the duties that a woman technically should be doing.
Nice. Pretty.
Great personality.
Nice personality.
Does whatever I say. I say I want a sandwich, she says, what kind? That kind of woman, for sure.
I guess has a nice career, but if not have a job, that's okay. I also have being great. I had a great child. I mean, nice kid. I mean, have a very good family. I mean, just family thing more like.
Never has a fat day. Never has a bad hair day. Eats enough in public that she doesn't look like she's anorexic but doesn't eat anywhere else, you know. I would say not just, but besides the physicality, I'd say somewhat intelligent, but you know, the media would kind of lend you to the perfect girl being, you know, kind of ditzy sometimes. The perfect woman maybe would be either a mother or a businesswoman who is also a mother, like a soccer mom. You know, someone who can do everything. There isn't really a lot of role models out there who had to choose one thing, you know, business or family, and then pick one, you know? So I feel like we kind of need more of that.
The perfect woman, that's it, an hourglass figure, because like you cannot have really thin, like anorexic girls who are like this. I would say curvy, brown hair, like tanned a bit, and really fashionable, and she has to be really nice.
I think the woman has to be little, should take care of themselves more than now, because like, especially in America, there are so many girls like, really free. I'm not blaming on it, because like, it's really good for like, having like creativity on something, but I think the woman should be like, in my case, should be like a little quiet or something like that. I cannot explain it well. Sorry.
Beatrix Kiddo in Kill Bill. She's hot, she kills people, and she's hot.
I think that's okay. I think it's cute.
Great, as long as you look and feel comfortable in what you're wearing.
Gross. Ew.
If they're attractive, it works.
I think that's fine. I mean, I have no problem with that.
Sweetheart, have you ever been on the gay scene on a Friday or Saturday night? Friggin' hell, that's all you do, say?
Yes. What?
If they don't show me, that's okay.
That's a little bit disgusting.
A little too much. That's weird. I don't feel like that's okay at all.
It's a little.
Oh, I think that's weird.
That's gay.
Okay.
Absolutely fine with me. I am absolutely in support.
If it's for a reason, like, you know, if your heritage or some day, or if you've got a legitimate reason, then okay, yeah, sure, I'll say. I would say generally not, because I don't think that's very I mean, if you know, you think of a businessman in a blazer with a shirt on with a skirt going into a business meeting. Seriously, I don't know if he would be taken seriously or not. So I guess it would just be on the part of the guy. I mean, it's like, don't do this to yourself. You might get more negative feedback.
Okay,
probably...
that's a personal choice, though. That, I mean, society is used to seeing guys dressed in business suits and like pants and stuff, and that's just how it is. But if someone like doesn't, I mean, if someone just for the fun of it wants to wear a skirt, or because they consider themselves to be that kind of person, I think that it's absolutely fine. And I mean, sure, it might get them some dirty looks from like professional people.
A lot of people.
But
a lot of
in
people.
that case, well, that's unfortunate. Well, I don't know. I think there's a lot of pressure put on guys for how they should be and the expectations for them. I think there are a lot less expectations for girls, actually. But girls also have the whole body image, kind of like how they should behave, how they should look.
That's what I was thinking about.
So that does make it a lot very difficult for them. I think all in all, girls probably have it worse, but that doesn't mean that guys don't have a lot of issues they have to deal with.
You think it's maybe that maybe you get a lot more attention is brought to the girls, you know, kind of stereotypical thing, but there's probably not so much attention on the guy's side, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not there. Guys.
I just think that like guys are always getting blamed for stuff. Like if something bad happened, like a guy did it. That's usually what the assumption is.
Maybe a lot of pressure. I don't know. Maybe because it's more work, I think, and you have to responsible for family because like the social, like the stereotype is like the man who work in the society and the support the family. I think that's why.
The media in society is harder on men because women men and women are different. Women refuse to accept that, and they try and drag down men to make them equal.
I think it's society is like getting harsher to guys. You know, it's like I don't know. That's a social trend. The girls. I mean, like statistically in Korea, girls get a better jobs right now. Because I think that's a historical fact. Like the past years, guys dominate the society, and now it's a time for girls. That's what my mom said actually. So that's all.
I'd say girls again because so many people are sexist.
I'd say physically, it's about as it's pretty equal how difficult it is on both sexes. Women will generally do a lot more, I think, to not always, but a lot of women or girls will do a lot more to adhere to the standards we're given. But everyone looks at the media and sees something perfect that they can't ever be without Photoshop and a personal trainer and being naturally thin.
I think it's kind of both, actually, both male and female. Women, again, if they don't supposedly fulfill their role, I mean, that happens a lot. Fairly often. Like, say if your mom and your kid acts up, they're like, "Hey, mom, you're not doing your job," kind of deal. And I feel like moms take a lot of crap for that. And I think guys do, like, a lot of times if they cry, or like, you know, if they're not as daring and manly and crap as society wants them to be, I feel often, you know, people make fun of them and bother them about that. So I think it goes both ways.
Hopefully not. I mean, I kind of like it how it is now.
I think it's pretty much gonna stay the same.
I don't want to clean my house.
I think they'll stay the same. Like, everyone equal.
I think it'll move closer and closer to equality.
I think it will be more equal, but I'm not pretty sure. I don't know about America, but in Asia it's getting more and more equal. But you know, it's like the social trend is like if guys hit the girls, then there's really like crime and sin. But if girls hit the boys, like very hard, that doesn't matter. Like society doesn't care. I mean, does that mean equal? I'm not really sure. It's getting worse.
They'll improve for everyone. That eventually, the small minds will gradually sort of disintegrate, and everyone will eventually and hopefully be equal.
I think there's change in the future. I think, at least from my perspective, people are becoming more open to roles of women in society. And not only women, I guess people are becoming more open to like role switching, if that makes sense, and staying home and women going out to work and, you know, stuff like that. So I think there's definitely change happening.
I think now it's pretty. Everything is pretty settled now. I mean, the stereotype for men and women maybe now gonna change very much in the future.
Absolutely. I mean, we've come so far with feminism. We've come to the point where women can be in the workforce. They still don't make quite as much as men, but they can be in the workforce and make a decent amount. They can raise a family. They can make a choice. But I feel like we need to get to the point where it's acceptable for men to, like socially acceptable, or, you know, not just acceptable, but seen as a good thing by society for men to occasionally stay home with children, or so that it can be the choice of the parents to decide what would be best for their children, or if they want to have children at all. Like, equality isn't just women progressing, or there isn't like a one line. I feel like getting to equality means that everyone has to change a little bit.
Hello, Americans in parents class.